This was a sad story, an interesting story. Who doesn't have great memories of spending time in their local video store? I used to do that every Friday night. You go down there. You'd be in there about an hour. And because there was no online to read up on a movie, you just had to read the back of it and just trust that it was a good movie. And you'd end up over the weekend, you'd watch Sister Act 2, and go, this was terrible. There was no review on it. You just had to take a leap of faith. Or if you wanted Terminator or Commando or Predator, you'd go out there excitedly, hand over the case, go, oh, sorry, mate, it's just been rented out. We haven't put the little for rental tab in it. But I remember spending ages in them, getting the Haagen-Dazs when that became a thing in Blockbuster.
Yeah, and what I remember is the 5 weekly special at our local video shop. So you had 2 that you wanted, and then you'd have to keep searching around like, okay, I can get that as well. What else got to get 2 more?
Sometimes you might see a teacher as well in there on a Friday night. You'd be all sort of going up and down. There was the new releases, and then there was action. And it was a big part of growing up, was there every Friday night going down there. And then if you had to return it, there was the big letterbox as well. So yesterday I was thinking about all this as I was reading this about Bayside's last video store is shutting down next month after serving people for more than 25 years. So if you know that area, you will know this place. Network Video, they've been there 25 years. So they would have started out in VHS, then moved to DVD, and of course now streaming, the world's streaming. Sadly, we don't care for the DVDs anymore, and it's become a thing of the past. But 1982 was when the owner, Paul Spano, first opened his first one called Movieland.
I remember Movieland.
Do you?
Movieland entertains you. Movieland's got the movies you want to see.
So he went on to open up 135 of those around Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the advert.
Movieland entertains you. Movieland's got the movies you want to see.
She's doing it in key. Lovely. Release the sound.
Entertain you.
That's amazing. So I think this is the last one in the stable. All the other 134, they've just gone by the wayside. All those blockbusters, and so anyway, I'm reading all this and reminiscing about the over the years, spending a lot of time in those on a Friday, and then I see at the end that before they close down, they're going to have a huge sale of all the DVDs, and there must be some great stuff and some strange stuff in there. And it starts today, and so we're going to get one of the people, Lindell, has been working there for 22 years, on the phone next, just to run through what's available today. See if you might be interested.
The Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show, Melbourne's Gold 104.3.
It's sad news. I don't know how many video shops, DVD shops are actually left here in Melbourne now.
Can't be many.
What do you reckon, a handful?
Barely half a dozen, I reckon.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
We should look out for them because they're like an endangered species now. They need to be kept safe, and one of them is closing down in Bayside. Bayside's last video DVD store is shutting down in a couple of weeks' time, but they're having a closing down sale. But it's been their network video for 25 years, and originally Movieland. Some of you might remember the jingle which Jack Posters dug out.
Movieland entertains you. Movieland's got the movies you want to see. Movieland will entertain you.
Now, the store is in Sandringham, and Ryan in Bentley, so not too far away, said that texted in saying Movieland voiceover was Tina Arena.
Oh, that was Tina Arena.
What a
Wow.
great spot,
No
Ryan.
wonder it sounded good compared to mine.
I mean, you're great, but Tina Arena. Tina Arena joining Release the Sounds is a collab I want to hear. Anyway, Lindell has worked there for 20-odd years. She's on the line right now. Good morning, Lindell.
Hi guys, how are you?
So how long have you been working there?
I've been working at Sandringham for 10 years, but I've worked for Paul Spano, who's one of the pioneers of the video industry in Australia, for 22 years.
So how do you feel about it closing down?
Look, it's just been mixed emotions. You know, we sort of know that, we have people coming in saying, oh my God, a video store, I can't believe you still exist. So, we know it's time now. We've held on as best we can, but, also this huge part of my life, my entire adult life is, drawing to a close, which is really, really sad.
Yeah, it makes it sound
All
like you're
these
talking
memories.
about an elderly pet that's been put down. We know it's time to say goodbye. People get going, wow, still alive.
I'm going to use that line. That's great.
You can, it's fine. And so you're having this closing down sale. Now, I know where you guys are. You're right. You're just across from the station, aren't you?
We are,
Yeah.
We're 48 Station Street in Sandy.
So what are you selling off a lot of the stuff? The big thing I thought when I used to go into the local video shop, I always used to ask them if at the end of the promotion whether you could. If you remember the big life-size cardboard cutouts of the big movie, I had for a while Mel Gibson and Danny Glover in my bedroom. I had the big cardboard from Lethal Weapon 2. Joe Pesci was peeking between them, but I remember getting that and it being the pride and joy my friends were saying this. So what are you selling off today? What are some of the best bits?
We are selling absolutely everything, all our TV series, all these classic old DVDs that we've been hanging on to for all these years that you can't buy anymore. So once they leave our shelves today, they're gone for good. So we suggest everyone comes down, and if you've got a favourite movie, get on down there. Right. Grab them before it's gone.
Could you tell me, have you got Short Circuit? Not the second one, I didn't like that. Steve Guttenberg. No one owned the 80s more than Steve Guttenberg. Do you know if you got Short Circuit on DVD?
Oh, look, I'll have to check our database.
Thank you.
But we certainly, that is the type of movies that we have hung on to all these years.
Over the years, how did you update the database? Because back in the early days of videos, it was like the library card system where they would have a little docket that went inside something that said rental, and then obviously it went to being kept on databases and hard drives the way of the world. You must have gone through all that, the changeover from the older system.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We used to have this gigantic book. It was exactly like going into a library, and you have to file through it, and you could look it up by actor, and it was fantastic. But, yeah, now it's all on computer, which makes it a lot more simple, actually.
Right, well, I think I'm going to swing by today and pick up some DVDs and give them what as prizes this week.
Awesome. That would be fantastic.
Have you got Elf?
Yes, of course we do.
Right, okay, then put that one by for me, okay, because we've got hopefully a movie club at the end of the year, and I might play it off your DVD copy of Elf.
Oh, I can do that, Christian. I can do that for you.
By the way, do you know who the person was who still got, there must be a world record at your stores for the person that never returned a DVD, years ago. What's, the longest record for any of your customers?
Oh, God. Probably going back 15 years, I'd say.
What, someone's not returned one in 15 years?
Well, they leave town, they change their number.
Kind of person.
Oh, see, we've still got, Mum and Dad still got Mickey Blue Eyes.
Oh, no.
I know.
James Caan and Hugh Grant putting on that shocking accent. Mickey Blue Eyes, I remember that.
It never made its way back to the video shop, and that Voyager is no longer there.
Oh, shame on you. Shame.
That's why it went broke, Jack.
Exactly.
All right, Lindell, thank you very much. Hey, by the way, do you know how many more video stores there are left in Melbourne?
Well, yeah, we hear there's a network video still in Murrumbina.
Yep.
So we're sending a lot of people down their way, and they can thank us later.
It's a bit of a pilgrimage. You're going to stream the movie by the time you get there.
I know, exactly. And there's one in Frankston South as well, so we'll shout out to them.
And what are your personal thoughts on streaming? Do you have Netflix or Stan or any of the streaming services?
Yeah. Look, this is where we are now.
You killed it.
But it's
It's Lindell's
this is my own demise.
Yeah.
No, look, this is progress. This is change.
Yeah, it's convenient. We all do it, don't we? It's just the way it's gone.
Exactly. But it's still important to support your local businesses. Get into a shop, talk to people. Let's not lose that.
No, you're quite right. One of the lovely things about moving here from the UK, the high streets now, it's a real shame in all the cities. They're all the same. They are identikit high streets.
Yes.
The big thing my wife and I loved about moving here is it isn't like that here. You've got one or two sort of franchise chains, but the rest of it are all these local businesses, families that have grown up, going in that local fishmongers or butchers. There's something really rare about that in the world these days. Something really special about that. So I think it's a big part of the city in Australia to keep that. So well said, Lyndon. Thanks for talking to us. I will be swinging by later. So Short Circuit, Elf, and Hard to Kill. Steven Seagal, please.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Lyndon. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
The Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show.